Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report. I am Yomi Otaigbe. This week's edition focuses on the aftermath of a sad incident in Lagos, that is the fire that destroyed hundreds of shanties and rendered many homeless in Okubaba community. Also, some residents of Ojota and Akute bemoan what they describe as continuous exorbitant electricity bill given to them by Ikeja Electric Distribution Company amidst epileptic power supply. These and more shortly. Stay with us. Residents of Ojota community in Lagos and Akute in Ogun State are worried that the Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company continues to pay deaf ears to their plight over exorbitant billing and poor electricity supply, despite several meetings with the company to address their frustrations.
In August this year, members of Ojota Joint Community Development Association, comprising 13 CDAs, embarked on a peaceful protest to express their frustrations over the poor services by the electricity provider, Ikeja Electric Distribution Company. Their complaints range from overbilling to lack of prepaid meters, which they claim is impacting their finance. They wonder how they arrived at the bills given to them without meters. Nothing seems to have changed since the aggrieved customers engaged the electricity provider. Recent bills still shows a disturbing figure.
It's not been nice at all because, like now, I stay in this building and we have 3 floors in this building, and each building now receive their bill differently. But this is my floor, the middle one, and the last bill they gave us was just 62,000 for just 8 rooms. What else could it be in the room? No one is doing business in the room. There is no kindergarten here, there is no school here, there is nothing here that could consume anything what the crazy bill they are giving us.
I'm having up to 1 million in this house, and every month, and this building alone, we have boys quarter, and we are having 2 bills on this premises. The boys quarter, they gave the boys quarter 67,000. They gave frontage 50,000 plus, and the matter has been as in the bill is outrageous. Everybody is complaining that we have gone to their undertaking office to complain, yet the billing is getting higher every day.
If you should go to our transformer, there is supposed to be a maximum demand meter there that is going to measure the total energy we used on that transformer. Is not working. And even if that is working, I don't think they take reading there because it's not reading. So they just assume.
The estimated bills is also having a toll on the people's livelihood.
The house rent in Ojota is not as much as what we are paying for electricity in Ojota. Nobody is going to live in that kind of an environment now. When you look at how much is the national minimum wage? We have teachers that are living in Ojota that are even working in private schools. How much are they being paid? 25,000 naira. And then your electricity bill is 45,000 naira. So how do you justify that?
All efforts to reach Ikeja Electric to respond to these allegations was unsuccessful, as at the time of this report. But in an earlier response, the head of corporate communications of Ikeja Electric, Mr. Felix Ofulue, gave reasons why these customers may feel the bills are high, as well as their claims that their meters are not read. Mr. Ofulue says that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ikeja Electric discourages physical interactions and now carries out operations remotely, a reason the aspect of reconciliation of bills appears slow. But leaders of the community claim that Ikeja Electric has failed to honor its promise of meeting them to resolve the issue. They are worried that the company is deaf to their complaints.
When we realize that the estimated bill keeps coming, we decided to have a press conference, after which we had a meeting with them again. Surprisingly, nothing has changed.
IKDC are just called above that there's nothing we can do. We've already engaged the lawyer now, but then we are just waiting. We've written to them. The lawyer wrote to IKDC in September As at this moment, they've not deemed it fit to reply our community.
Ikeja Electric has commented the implementation of the National Mass Metering Program across its business units, but customers in Ojota are not sure that the distribution will reach them.
From the record that we heard, or from what we read on the newspaper, that I personally read from the newsprint, Ojota was not even mentioned. They mentioned Kano, Kaduna, Lagos, and the area that was mentioned in Lagos is Oshodi, Yaba, and Surulere. Though we had a meeting with them, and what they are clamoring for is that we should go and apply through the map, apply for meters. Now, the issue we are having as regards to that is the estimated billing that is already accumulated on all these bills, on each houses, will be automatically transferred to the prepaid meters once we apply. And we have sought our advice of our legal team. We wrote a letter, a petition to NEC. We copied them. Ikeja Electricity are yet to respond to us. The NEC has acknowledged receipt of our petition. The Consumers Protection for Rights Commission, they've acknowledged receipt of our petition. But Ikeja Electric, so far, the petition was sent out on the 21st of September, but so far, they have not yet to respond to it.
Residents of some estates in Alagbole, Akute, Ogun State have similar complaints. 4 CDAs are dissatisfied with the service provided by the Ikeja Electric Distribution Company in the area, including epileptic power supply, overbilling, and an overloaded transformer.
Since my inception in this estate, it's been the supply from Ikeja Electric Distribution Company has been somehow. We have a transformer here that is overloaded. It's such that it's working at about 200% capacity, meaning that it's having additional 100% load on it. And this transformer is serving 4 different communities. The initial transformer that we're using was bought by the residents here. That was in year 2000. But unfortunately, that was PHCN or NEPA, whatever they were called then. They came and took it away without informing anybody and brought this one. For almost 20 years, it has been here. And the time when they brought this transformer, the population here was very minimal. Now it's serious, it's overloaded. They give us 2 days on, 1 day off. Even on that 2 days on, they give us about 8 hours of light every day on our on days. Yet, for that, they still bring bills. So we're asking that these guys should just try and probably give different communities their transformers. Because when a community has a fault, they will have to shut down the whole transformer. Everybody is shut down.
It's 2016, they have been bringing over bill to me. Which I wrote, I went to the office here and Abulegba. I write a letter once they asked me, but they did not do anything about it. There is 1 meter in the transformer. That is what they say they are counting about. But whether you use it or not, whatever they see there, they share it on everybody. That is what they say.
The Ikeja Electric Distribution Company aims to deploy over 106,000 prepaid meters before the end of 2020. There is no doubt that the rift between electricity consumers and providers will continue for a long time if appropriate metering systems are not put in place.
The aftermath of the Okobaba fire incident left several people homeless, and now they are in dire need of help. Although there are concerns about their safety, the slum dwellers remain resolute on staying in the area, despite the incessant devastating fires over the years.
Ibrahim Ayinde started out early enough as he begins the process of rebuilding his home. His hut was among several others razed by a fire that swept through a section of a shanty settlement in Okobaba.
Since that Sunday, when the house was burned, so I'm just trying to manage myself up and down, and it's my wife and it's my children also. I'm just hanging them somewhere. So, and this is our country. If you don't have money, if you don't have somebody to help you, you will be just a struggle by yourself, you know. And it's last week also, my home money, 270,000 naira was born.
In cash?
Cash. 270,000 cash. He born. So, and it's why I'm a carpenter. I'm just to try working small, gather some money, buy some wood to just try to build another house. So for my family to be there.
Okay. Can you tell us clearly where your family is? How many are you in your family, your wife and children, and then where are they presently?
Well, I don't move them to Kurudu to go and stay with my sister there. So, and I just have 3 children and one wife. So that's it.
If resources were available, it will take him up to 3 days to finish a wooden shanty that will accommodate his family. In the meantime, he has to spend the night on the burnt site.
There's a net, mosquito net. So as I'm doing this one, in the midnight, many of them, and including me, we're just managing here.
Most shanties being rebuilt are still in their foundation stage. Only a few have been completed. While Ibrahim depends on his carpentry skill to rebuild his home, many are not so fortunate. The Okobaba fire did not only affect shanties, a section of the sawmill was burnt as well. Ngozi Nwogu lost both his house and business in the inferno.
It affected me well. I know how much I take build that place, but there's no way to build the shop again because I don't have any money. That's why I come to my brother's place to attach. When I build the shop there, I build small place to live. And to rent house outside na big money. And I mean, at the plan at least by God's grace next year, let me find small money go outside. This thing can't happen inside. I don't enter back to hardship again. That one from part to fire. I don't enter back again. I don't say, oh, I know how much my money will spend there. I said, the thing no get here to do again. Whether I'm going to start afresh again. Last, but
Despite his condition, he is determined to eke out an income from what is left of his business. He designs and sells wooden shoes and cooking utensils.
People with the tongue garden, people with the paint. Many of them they use all this thing, which is this thing we see for the whole African country. We know many countries where they do, and only Nigeria they do, but to our government they put. If it's not some other countries where we say, where they put interest for what people they do manufacture. At least this kind of thing. Look, this one last, this one I'm gonna go take the tongue garden. And for Nigeria now, for country now, we cannot wear shoe without all this kind of something. Will be shoe, will be last something. We don't tire for all this thing, but if we now have something to take government to put out for hand, make them put out for us.
The actual cause of the fire could not be ascertained, but many have attributed it to power surge noticed shortly after electricity was restored. Houses and equipment burned to ashes. Similar incidents have occurred consecutively in the last 5 years, and one wonders why these residents continue to risk staying here.
It's a risk, but you don't have option, you don't have money. You can see in the betterment now that you want to rent house, even a room. So you will have 120,000, 150,000. One room now, I'm saying, you know, talk less I'm a family man that I want to introduce self-contained. So and it's self-contained now, you can ask, it's 400,000, 300,000 per year. A little job when we are doing, just a manager, our children is going to school. So and it's not every day we are receiving job. You can stay 2 weeks to work anything, and it's the one way you don't have done. So from there you will be taken out of the money.
Majority of residents in the shanties work in the sawmill, a lucrative business that deals in every aspect of wood merchandise, rolling, chopping, buying, as well as selling.
This sawmill is the largest sawmill in Africa. This type of sawmill, we can just get this type of sawmill only in India. Formerly, around 1990, the Chinese are coming to this area and come and board the woods. If you see China, that 1990 I'm talking about, You can see that they bring a big motor and buy a quality bako. But come see today, they just left this side as a side that they did not know that it's an essential area. Let's wait and see. Now, this place, since more than 1980, during Shagari, in Coast Street, that is where water they. It is all these standards that poor people are using to generate the land for this main local government. But come see today, the government is about them there. In every country in Africa, they have a bute. If they destroy a bute in this mainland has to lose the major sectors of their income.
The slum is also deficient of basic infrastructure and amenities. The absence of good road, a waste system, and potable water are major concerns. The community depends on this borehole provided by an individual for commercial purpose. In the wake of the 2019 fire incident, the Lagos State government assured sawmill operators in Okobaba that it will hasten the process of their relocation to Ikorodu. The state government's desire is to create an ultra-modern sawmill and industrial complex at an alternative location, but that is yet to be.
Welcome back. Itire Road in Lagos State has become an eyesore that brought so much discomfort for residents and motorists for a long time. Following Eyewitness Report on the condition of the road, the Lagos State government moved in, and the intervention brought back the beautiful life that residents desired.
This is the current state of Itire Road in Surulere, Lagos. Driving has become very smooth and easy, unlike our previous visits. Eyewitness reported the case of the road, which had become infested with ditches and potholes, and the attendant gridlock and impact on motorists.
We are begging the Lagos State government to come and help us so that they can repair this road for us. A lot of people are suffering every day by day. When there is rain now, this place now will be flooded. Motor cannot pass. It's terrible.
Barely 2 weeks after, it was a different look, with interlocking stones taking the place of the potholes. Right now, for the residents and the road users, the story has changed. A few of them share their experience with us.
I used to drive from all the way from my house at Aguda, from this area and all. The road used to be very, very messy and used to be very, very like a ditch. So cars could actually spoil here, and the rest of them they could just. And some area boys to be on this other side. They collect money from us to get our cars up, and the rest of them. So, but right now is a very good progress. So it's good.
We suffered a lot. You see, my church is just down here, very close here. You know, from that place to my church during that period takes me 2 good hours. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. We suffered a lot. There was horrible hold-up. But to the glory of God, suddenly, Jesus is Lord. Suddenly we saw the road being repaired. As I was coming, we drove as if I was driving in Ibadan Express Road, you know, the good express road. And it didn't take me up to 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, I was there. I was in the church. I don't know where to start. What I will tell the government is that we all, not even me, the whole Lagos State, we appreciate.
I'm ever happy we are happy. So if you enter Ojeda, about under 10 minutes, you reach your destination.
The special advisor works on infrastructure to the Lagos State government would want the people to own the project and protect the efforts of the government.
Itirela-Ansin is a road that was done in 1999 into 2000. So 20 years ago, 20 years ago, there was nothing absolutely wrong with that road. What you see there is the abuse that infrastructure has been subjected to. And so that's why the pain, it builds us as residents, as citizens of this state, because the government spends money, enormous money on this. And the money that we should use trying to open up new areas, by those abuse that is taking place with those infrastructure, we end up going back to rehabilitate what we have done behind and left if people are ready to take ownership, if people taking ownership of them. So Itirela-Ansin Road is one of them. And what's the problem? By the total petrol station, you find a lot of, the drains are totally blocked. The outfall there is also totally blocked. So, and we told ourselves, we will not do any road that the outfalls are bad. So first of all, address the outfalls and come fix the road. And so what we did was, the Itirela Road is bad in 3 areas. We fixed the first part, that's a large stretch of it. We fixed it as I speak. As I speak with you, you can go there, you can Google it, you will see them. You ask, why did we do semi-rigid pavement? So long as people will not change their habits, it's better for us to use semi-rigid pavements, interlocking stone, so that in the event that there is flooding, that they block the drains once again, you can be sure that the roads will last you longer. And we cannot, it's not sustainable, we can't continue like this. And so the Office of Civic Engagement is beginning to start a program sensitizing the residents and the citizenry of the need to take ownership, of the need to not to abuse this infrastructure when they provide them.
With the Itirela Road project settled, we can now safely and smoothly drive our focus to other areas where projects are in progress.
You can always be a part of the program by simply posting your eyewitness stories on our portal via the Channels TV app, which you can download from the various app stores online. Launch the app to reveal the eyewitness menu, upload your shorts and a bit of information that could help us get across to you. It's that simple. Now, let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
Our first shot is from Imo State. Our eyewitness reporter captures food items shortly before they were distributed as relief materials to victims of flood disaster in Oguta and Egbema communities. Houses, farmlands and other properties were destroyed by flood in October. Also in Imo State is a video showing men of the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FERMA, carrying out the rehabilitation of Owerri-Onitsha Federal Road. The recent move is in response to an eyewitness video showing the deplorable state of the road. This video shows young men sweeping a section of Mobalaji Bank Anthony Way in Ikeja, Lagos State. Our eyewitness reporter says the men were serving the punishment by way of community service for violating environmental laws. The reporter warns residents to desist from any form of environmental pollution. Still in Lagos is another video, an inner road in Ijegun. Eyewitness reporter driving on the road say it's hectic. And in this video, passers-by taking pictures of a bullion van attacked by armed robbers in broad daylight along Ado Road, Ajah. The sender reports that millions of naira were carted away by the thieves.
Those are your shorts. Do keep them coming. See you again next time. I am Yomi Otaigbe.